So we arrived at the point today of those youths already have beyond their own journey of living or ways of their life. So in this, being sad is not bad at all. In fact, that's just normal. When you get rejected by something or you get rejected by a girl, that's very natural. But depression is beyond from sadness. I'm not here to debate on anyone else or to start a fight for something, but perhaps sometimes we might be in the wrong interpretation of our word when we start. Depression is beyond from sadness. I'm not here to debate on anyone else or to start a fight for something, but maybe we might be in the wrong interpretation of our word when we give advice to someone who's hurting. And sometimes that is why we underestimated their problems, but for them it's a big deal. How could we help someone else if we don't let ourselves feel their own ill?
How do you know that a person will commit suicide without any reason? That would be crazy enough to hear with them under a happy season. Maybe yes, it is an effective one when you force someone not to suicide and don't end his or her life just the way they were calling it, suicide awareness.
But what if he don't end his own life, but the life that he is living is nothing like a living hell? All my point is, if we are going to help someone else, make sure that we wisen ourselves to give a help by heart, not only in mind. Like in mathematics, suicide is the convert equal of depression, while depression plus stress plus no hope plus sadness is the main solution. And the problem here is not the answer, but it's the question. Now please hear me, for correct me if I'm wrong, for I'm not perfect at all, but this is how I interpret my own conclusion.
Another thing is cancer. Wonder why people who don't smoke and drink are the one who is prone to cancer.
So I say this, that it's not the cancer that sometimes that kills us, but it's our own grieving. Living by breathing the gas chambers of pain that we are receiving.
We always say that be sensitive enough to someone because you don't know what's happening in their life. We all know this sentence. It's too common enough. But is it a common thing every day that we apply?
Has no particular face. So if you're in trouble with your life, let's talk about it in one place. For everyone is the same as you, thinking you're alone in this case. Just because you already knew God doesn't mean that you ain't going to face any trials, and it doesn't mean that it always leads you to a perfect way and a perfect day. God uses instruments, and that is us. It is not the end of everything, my fellas. Take a sad song and make it better. For when you're down in trouble, don't carry the world upon your shoulder. For well you know that it's a fool who plays it fool by making his world a little bit colder. You awaken God's purpose for you deeply before you end your life. You're not an accident, because God doesn't play dice. For that's the only thing in the world that you can buy. More than diamonds, it's priceless. God is just building us a testimony of bondage to bonding. We don't need to survive. We need to live. We don't need to expect. We need to believe.